Hi, Holiday. Hello, Eddie.
Hello.
Hey, so
Hi, Mr. Kreitner.
Hello. These are mentors of ours. So make sure you you would treat them like a guest speaker would be. Hey, Dougie, can you change your name? Hello, Miles. Good to see you.
I still can't
Katie.
change it.
I've just changed it for you. Hello, Katie. Ah, here's Tasha and Nicola.
Okay, hello.
Hey, I'm going to make y'all the guest hosts. All right, good afternoon. Nice to see you. This is Friday afternoon with Nicola and Natasha Tirpak, our second week of fun, cool, not homework activities. Last week they did pop-up cards, and this week they're going to be doing how to take a t-shirt and turn it into a tote bag. And they are familiar with the school for a long time. They're swim team coaches, and they both are future teachers, and they are amazing. And they were really good last week. And so I'm going to turn it over to them. I just want to make a quick plug for something that I've been doing today. And I'm going to show this picture. Can you see that a little bit?
Wow. Yeah.
Yep, that's us at one of the sites we went to today, gathering food and books. And we even we paid a farmer for a pig, and he turned it into chorizo sausage for us to pass out. I'm explaining that because it's a reminder that no matter how you do it, whether it's emailing someone out of the blue, calling your grandparents out of the blue, doing something nice for a neighbor, gathering food and passing it out to people who need it, those are things that make you feel better. Helping people makes you feel better. And making this tote today, it could be that making this tote and you end up giving it to somebody, it ends up making you feel better. And those are things that are important to do in the middle of this crazy time that we're in. You can always do something nice for somebody else. And so I just want to make sure you are thinking about that. And I hope you have a lot of fun today with Nicola and Natasha. My screen's going to go away for a little bit. I just got back from doing that. I'm going to go take a shower, and I'm going to come back in like 20 minutes. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
Right, have a good time introducing everybody and all that kind of stuff. And I'm turning over to Nicola and Natasha.
Awesome. Yay. All right. Well, we can start by everyone saying their name and
Stop.
Okay. Where you normally would go to school if it's not online, and you can show us what your shirt looks like. Does anyone want to go first? You can like wave your hand at us. Oh, okay. Boy, gosh, Nicola. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can unmute you. Oh, we're not hosts anymore.
We're not hosts anymore?
Yeah. Okay, can you unmute yourself?
They have the ability to unmute themselves. So
Oh, okay, great.
I fixed that, but I fixed that before I left.
Okay.
I'm Grayson. I go to the University School of Lowcountry, and this is my shirt.
Awesome. All right. Hi, Grayson.
What kind of shirt is it?
Well, it has my swim team on it.
Oh, cool. Who do you swim for?
Daniel Island Flying Fish.
Nice. Nice. All right. Who wants to go next? Can be anyone. Katie, you look like you're not muted. You want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my name is Katie, and I go to Sullivan's Island Elementary School, and I have a tie-dye t-shirt I made on last year for Snee Farm.
Awesome. Fun. All right. Who's next? I think it's Dougie down there. You can unmute yourself.
So my name is Dougie. I go to the University School of the Lowcountry, and this is my shirt.
Ooh, that's a good one. What does it say? Miami?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, who wants to go next? Okay, right, go for it.
Hi, my name is Miles, and I was searching through my drawer, and I found this old indoor skydiving shirt that I got when I when I went indoor skydiving for a birthday present.
That's pretty fun.
I've
What?
always wanted to
I
do
was
that.
gonna say that.
I've gone real skydiving, but not indoor skydiving.
Done none of those. Okay, who's next?
Has Eddie introduced himself?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Eddie. I go to the University School of Lowcountry, and this is my shirt.
Ooh, what's on it? Oh, the Foo Fighters.
Oh, good one. Do you like the Foo Fighters?
A little bit.
All right. Okay, I think we have one more. Yeah, go for it.
Hi, my name's Holiday. I also go to the University School of Lowcountry. I'm gonna use this shirt. It says, "I'd like to buy the world a Coke."
Oh,
cute.
that's a good one. Awesome.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
Miles.
I forgot to mention that I also go to university school.
All right, cool. So then you guys all know each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna start. So,
Yeah, I'll show you my shirt. Mine's
Okay.
from Moe's. I love Moe's. It says Born to Roll. And then on the back it says Moe's Roadie.
and then my shirt is from my school. Nicola and I both go to Winthrop University, and this was from a basketball game. And then that's just the back. So yeah, those are our shirts.
So today we decided to do t-shirt tote bags because it's really awesome that you get to reuse materials that you have. I don't know about you, but we have like a million t-shirts at our
Too
house.
many.
Way too many. And we always have to give them away or throw them away, but we wanted to make it so that you could recycle them and use them for something else. So this one was one we already made. We're gonna have two options today. This one has braided handles and then it has the little tassels on the bottom. And I'll be doing one similar to this. And then Tasha will be doing one that you won't see the fringe on the bottom.
Yeah, it's just gonna have like a normal bottom, and then you don't have to do the braids for the handles. So, but they're pretty much the same, except for one part. Okay, so the part that is the same for both of them is how you're gonna start off. So you're gonna take your shirt. It's kind of hard to see with the black one, but what you're gonna do is you're just gonna cut like a loop right off the top. So it's gonna kind of look like a tank top eventually, but you're just gonna make the hole where your head goes in bigger. So you're gonna cut, usually I just cut right past where the collar is. It's kind of hard to see on the black, but you wanna go underneath it. So I'll cut it first to show you what it looks like, and then you can cut, because once you cut it, you can't go back.
Everyone has scissors.
Yeah, make sure you have scissors.
Be careful with them.
Yeah. So here, I'm just gonna start. I wish I had like a pen or something, but I'm just gonna cut. You can eyeball it, or if your shirt is dark enough or light enough, you can draw it, but you're just gonna cut like a U shape almost. Make sure your cutting is better than mine, because mine was a little messy.
You can also fold your t-shirt in half if you want and cut it at the same time if your scissors are sharp enough. That way your cut will be even.
So this is what I did. I just cut this piece off, and it gave me just like a
U.
bigger, yeah, a U. So I could still wear it if I wanted, but it's gonna look like this more.
You want to?
Not really, because I'm gonna make it into a bag.
I'm gonna try it this way and fold it in half first and then cut my half circles. So that way it'll be symmetrical on both sides.
Another reason why we chose this craft this week is because Earth Day is next week on the 22nd of April, and this is a way to celebrate it a little bit more and to keep some trash out of your landfills and recycle something and something new. So that's what Nicola's look like. All right.
How's everyone doing so far?
Looks good.
Everyone cut their collar off? Grayson, are you almost there?
If you have a question or anything, you can unmute yourself and just yell it out at us.
And we can pause.
Yeah. It should be like that. Uh-oh.
What?
We lost someone, I think.
Where did Katie go?
No, Casey.
Oh,
We lost.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, here's a quick, all right, Dougie, you have a question?
Is this what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah, is there room still in between the collar and the sleeves?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. That's perfect. Great,
Good,
Miles.
Miles.
Yeah, if you want us to double check, you can hold it up and we'll tell you if it looks like you're on the right track. All right, while you finish cutting, let's do a quick trivia question.
Ooh.
So every year, they have an average amount of clothes that people have to throw away. So in other textiles. So how heavy do you think it is per person of clothes that they have to throw away every year? How many pounds?
100.
100? Who said 100?
Oh,
Miles?
no.
Okay, close.
Wait, I didn't say 100.
Oh, who said 100?
Eddie?
Miles, what is your guess?
For me personally, it's around 0 because I always wear all of my shirts and everything. And like most of the time I even forget and they're in the bottom of my drawer. And my personal guess would maybe be around like 500 to 1,000 pounds.
100 to 1,000?
Okay. All right, Eddie.
Like around 50?
Ooh, that's good. All right, Katie.
Around maybe probably about 200 or 300.
In between Eddie and Katie. All right, Holiday.
Probably like 150.
Okay, less than Holiday. All right, Dougie. You have a guess, Dougie?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself.
It's okay.
125 pounds.
Ooh, less than that. Grayson, did you have a guess? You're on mute.
120.
Oh, less than
less than
120. All right, back to Eddie.
108?
No, less than that. Katie.
100?
Nope, less
bit
than that.
Miles.
75.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's close.
more than 75. Holiday.
Like 60.
Oh, no.
More than
It's
60.
in between 75 and 100. All right, Eddie. We're going to have to tell you soon. Let's let Eddie and Katie guess, and then we'll tell you. All right, go, Eddie.
95?
Ooh, less than 95. Go, Katie.
Is it 85?
Oh,
was
you were the
close.
closest one.
It's actually 82. So every year, the average person throws away 82 pounds of clothes,
Which is a
which
lot.
is kind of a lot. And that adds up for the entire United States, adds up to 25 billion pounds, which is a lot. Okay, so now that I think we're on the same spot with our first part cut off, now what you're gonna do to make the final part of the straps of your bag is you're just gonna cut off your sleeve part. So it's easy if you have this like a seam right here, like most shirts do, and you're just gonna follow the seam where the sleeve is sewed on, and you can just cut that part off. But if you have a tank top, so Katie, yours doesn't have any sleeves, you might be able to just leave it and not do any cuts, or you might want to make like a little bit of a cut at the bottom so your where the straps are a little bit wider. So I'm gonna show you what the cut looks like first.
So you basically cut on like this? Nothing?
Yeah, you kind of just want to follow where that seam.
Okay.
So you don't want the seam there anymore. So you want to be on the inside of the seam.
So like this. So I have one side where I cut off the seam or the sleeve, So I can like hook my arm through it, kind of like that. And then I also have this side which still has the sleeve on it. So you can see what the difference. Sorry, Nicola.
Okay, I cut off one sleeve. I'm going to cut off the other sleeve.
Yeah, awesome holiday. The same.
I cut off both my sleeves. Now I have 2 handles.
You can kind of test out your sleeves and your handles if it's like wide enough to get your arm through, so you can like hook it over your arm when you're
More
holding
like
the
a
bag.
way uglier shirt.
It's okay, because now that you know how to do it, you can take any shirt you want and do it again.
Yeah.
See, I got it on my sleeve. All right, while we're finishing that,
Oh, do you have a question, Miles?
Yeah. What happens to the scraps used to cut off, or what happens to the scraps cut off the shirt?
That's a good question. You can really do anything you want with them. We were looking at how to you could like make a bracelet out of the scraps and cut it up into little strips and braid it together. If you're good at sewing or you know how to sew, you can like make a little pouch. You could kind of do whatever you want with them. You can turn them into rags. So yeah, there are some scraps left over, but you can get creative with what you want to do with them. Okay.
yeah, Holiday.
Okay. If you can use the sleeves and you could like sew it onto the like bag or like into the bag, and then it could be like a little pocket.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Didn't even think of that.
I saw someone use them and they made keychains. They just had a metal ring and then they cut them into really thin strips and made like a tassel pom-pom keychain, which was cute.
You could, yeah, put that on your bag or whatever.
All right, does everyone have their sleeves cut off? Eddie, you got it. Dougie, you got your sleeves cut off? Nice. Katie, how about you?
Not yet, but I'm about to have them cut off.
Awesome. Okay.
But make sure you leave enough of a strap so it doesn't rip or anything. It should, I mean, my shirt was pretty big, so I had a lot of fabric, but it shouldn't get too skinny or thin.
Okay, so the next step, this is where our processes are going to be a little different. So if you want the one that has the fringes on the bottom like this, you'll follow my red shirt. And if you want to do it where the fringes will be on the inside of your bag and it'll just be plain on the bottom, you'll follow what Tasha's doing with the black shirt. Yeah.
So you can start.
So what you do, if you want the fringes, all I'm gonna do is just cut a lot of strips on the end. You're just cutting strips up. So I'm at the bottom of my shirt and I'm just taking my scissors and I'm cutting straight up. And you want all of your strips to be kind of similar in length. I mean width. I want some longer strips, so I'm gonna do it higher up. So I did that, and I just keep going all the way across. So this is the part that takes the longest of our project. So I'm just cutting, and I want all of the strips to be the same length. And then I'll just do that all the way across.
So for mine, we're pretty much going to do the same thing, but to have a way where we make it where this you don't have little fringes on the bottom, you're going to turn your shirt inside out now. So if you turn it inside out and then just do the same thing that Nicola did where you cut the strips, then once you're finished with that, and then the next step, you can flip it back right side out and the fringes will be on the inside. But Same thing, just flip it inside out. So I'm gonna start cutting mine too.
So we all should be cutting our strips at the bottom. And it helps if you kind of hold your t-shirt tight.
Does it matter how long they are?
No.
Nope. And especially if they're on the inside, it doesn't matter. But you want to have them long enough because the next step is we're going to tie them together so it closes up the bottom. So you don't want like tiny little strips or it's not going to be able to tie.
Yeah, Katie.
Do you have to like, do you cut like the bottom and the top with it?
Yes, both layers. Yeah, so each of these, that's a good question. I should have 2 parts because I'm going to tie these 2 together. And that way the back closes.
Are you gonna like cut by the side or no?
No.
Oh, the other sides? No, you're just going to cut the bottom.
Yeah, so if you see mine, it's like the bottom of my shirt is in all these stringings now. And I still have my handles at the top. And if you have some extra beads, you can put your beads at the end. We can show you how to do that if you want to add some style. Uh-oh, my strips are getting wider.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I just cut the table.
And these bags are really good if you are pretty messy because they're just made out of a t-shirt. So if you get dirt on it or you spill your drink in it or something happens, you can just throw them in the washing machine and then it'll be back to normal.
Yeah. And Nicola and I were thinking that now that we're really practicing keeping things clean and sanitized, if you use one of these bags to go grocery shopping or your parents when they're going to grocery shop now and they might have touched something in the store, you can just empty your groceries and then throw it in the washing machine. And it's ready for the next grocery trip.
I'm a very clean person.
What'd you say?
I'm a very clean person.
Oh, that's good.
You already finished?
Yeah, I cut big ones because you're not going to see them.
Oh, right.
So the
You're finished.
finished strips look like this. So both of my layers are finished. All right, looks good.
Looks great, Holiday. All right, while everyone's finishing up, let's do another trivia question.
Ooh, let me get it.
All right, this is talking about saving water. So when the factories are creating t-shirts, it takes a ton of water to make the process of making t-shirts because you have to rinse them, dye them, do all of these sort of processes to make the fabric. So how many gallons of water do you think it takes to make one t-shirt? All right, I saw Holiday first.
Probably like 50.
Okay.
All right, good guess.
Who else? Grayson?
5.
5
5?
gallons? Okay, more than that. Eddie?
Somewhere around 35.
Okay, more than that too. It might be surprising. Okay, Miles?
So when I think of them dyeing them and everything, I think that there's just a couple of big buckets with different stages of everything. So I would be guessing around like 1,000 gallons of water because they're all going through the same stuff.
Yeah.
You're on the right
Good
track.
guess. Another thing that Nicola forgot to mention about how it takes to make a t-shirt, you have to make it out of cotton. Like cotton is what a t-shirt's made out of. So when you're farming and growing cotton, you have to water all those crops too. So that also goes into the amount of water into a t-shirt. Think about that.
Katie?
I think there's around maybe 1,000 or like 500.
Okay,
All
in
right.
between 500 and 1,000. Dougie?
Maybe like 900.
Ooh, we're getting
A
closer.
little less than that.
Eddie.
885.
No, less than that. Okay, Katie.
800 and maybe like 25.
Less than that.
Still less than that. Dougie.
800.
Nope, less. Oh man, Eddie.
771.
Oh,
Close.
close. Katie.
772.
Okay, no.
It's more than 500 and less than 800.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. All right, it's a number with some zeros in it too. Dougie.
600.
Oh no, not
No more than
600.
that.
Eddie.
700.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. It's 700.
700 gallons of water to make one t-shirt. That's so much.
They must have to go to. They must have to get like, let's see, 21 gallons of water just for 3 shirts.
21,000 or
Or
2,100.
2,000,
No,
2,100.
right?
No, 2,100.
Oh yeah,
We
2100.
gotta practice our multiplication.
Yeah, her math is not strong during the quarantine. All right, so does everyone have their strips cut?
Yeah.
Great. So our last step of the process, unless you want to make it special, is to start tying all of your strips to one another.
Before that, if you did the inside out thing, should you already have put it, normal way?
Nope, keep it still inside out.
Okay.
So I'm
can
gonna
you
start.
say the last one again?
Hmm?
Can you say the last step again, please?
Yeah, so if you're doing the inside out shirt, your shirt still should be inside out. And we're still on the strip part. And then we're
Okay.
gonna do the same thing as Nicola. Ours is just inside out.
So I have all of these strips at the end. I have my top layer, the front of the shirt, and then the back of the shirt, right? So I have 2 pieces for each of the strips that I cut. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie them together. So you just go one over the other, tie it, and then do a double knot. Try it again. Yeah, double knot it.
You're gonna do that for each pair of strips. So they should line up with each other on the front and back of your shirt. So if yours is inside out, we're gonna do the same thing. And you wanna tie it pretty tight so nothing falls through the bottom. Yeah, Miles.
So for like the ones at the end of the shirt, they're still like sort of one hole. Should I cut those?
Yeah, you can cut it right on the crease.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just tying mine all the way across. Yeah, Eddie.
How do you do like the final ones on the left and the right?
You can cut those in half. So it's already folded, right? And if you unfold it, it's bigger, and just cut that right in the middle. And these would be really fun to put in the mail if you want to mail one to your friend, because they're pretty lightweight.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or you can make one for Mother's Day.
Yeah, or if you like live nearby your grandma or a friend, you can make them a little tote bag full of, if you did the cards last week, you can make some cards, put it in there. You can put all kinds of stuff in there and deliver it to them. You can knock on their door and then run away. So you're socially distanced.
Ding dong ditch.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
Just don't cause any trouble.
it's ding dong, leave them a present.
Whoa.
And just keep making sure that your knots are really tight, because you don't want to finish your tote bag and put something in it and then go on a walk and lose everything.
Yeah. How's yours going? I think I might have missed some tassels. Oh, right. Interesting. Okay, well, that's all right. If you did what I did and might have tied two together that you shouldn't have, it's okay because it's all going to get scrunched up on the bottom anyways. So just keep tying and it'll all come together.
So now I finished tying all of mine. So now the bottom is all scrunched together like this. I have all my tassels. So at this point, you can be done if you want. And then you have your bag. You can see that it's all tied together at the bottom. Yeah, Miles.
Should they be like this, tie like the front and back individually, or?
You could do that. Are you braiding them then tying them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. I think you just, like what we've been doing is you just take, so you know how your shirt is folded, like, or it's flat on itself. So there's like the front of your shirt and the back of your shirt. Then you have your tassels that are, or your strips that are like flat with each other. They're one from the front, one from the back. And then we just did a knot. So you take one of each strip, one from each side, tie it, and then tie it again so it stays tight. That makes sense?
Nice, Katie.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
You have a question, Dougie?
Yeah, mine got a lot skinnier.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. That's all right.
That's supposed to happen so you make sure you close up all the holes at that bottom when you tied it together.
I'm going to put the scrap pieces of my shirt inside the bag and have it hold those.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And I was thinking, even though we're doing our best to close up the holes on the bottom, there's probably still going to be teeny little gaps. So this would be a good bag to use at the beach. So when you put your stuff in it, then the sand can just fall through the bottom. So all your stuff won't be that sandy.
I'm putting my buncho balloons in them.
Ooh. Yeah, you could put a lot of water balloons in here. That would be good.
And if they pop or get it all wet, then you just dry it. Oh gosh.
I took one of the balloons off and then I blew it.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay, so I finished my bag tying it, and if you're not at this part, it's okay. But so I still, even though I'm doing the other one, I still have these fringes at the bottom. That's why we turn ours inside out. So once you're finished, you can just turn it inside out. And now the fringes are on the inside, so you don't see them. And that's it.
And you have two options, fringy or no fringy. And then you can make it.
Now it kind of looks like a bathing suit.
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
And if you had a lot of beads or something, you can put them on the tassels at the bottom, make it fancy. Do you want to show them how to braid your straps?
I can. I didn't practice it the second time. Well, it's okay. Okay. So, all right. So there's another option where you can make your straps a little fancier and you can braid them. So with that, you're actually going to cut more into your straps that you have already. So this kind of works better if you have more material where it's like a little bit thicker so you have more to work with, but you can try it. And it's okay if you mess up because you probably have another t-shirt around your house that you can cut up again. So what I did to make a braided strap is I took one of my sleeves, or my straps, I guess, and I just cut 2 strips down it. So I'll show you.
You made 2 cuts, so you would have 3 strips.
Right, yeah, 2 cuts to make 3 strips.
On your handle.
Yeah. So now my handle has 3 strips, but it's
You can also put your Easter candy in your bag.
yeah, you could use it as an Easter bag.
Yeah, I
too.
already ate all my Easter candy though, so
I only have a little left,
I think I might
or a
have
lot left.
1 jelly bean and I'll just fall through one of the holes.
Okay, so now I have 3 strips, but it's still connected at this seam that sits on your shoulder. So I'm just gonna cut it right at this seam. What? I'm
Watch
sorry.
out for those scissors.
2, 3. Okay, so now we have more strips. I'll show you. So now I have, so when they're flat on each other like this, it's like 3, but it's the same thing where there's one on top of the other, like that. And then you can kind of tug them, and that makes them a little bit longer, and they kind of curl up on themselves. Should have used a different color. Hard to see the black one. So that gives you a little bit more to work with. And then once you've done that, you can just start braiding your top layer together. So I have it up like this, and then your bottom layer together. So you don't want to braid your top to your bottom, but you want to just braid the top strings to each other.
What?
I'm just braiding. So I have one of my straps is now a braid like that, and then my bottom, I need to braid these. I'm gonna do that as well.
That's a good shirt, Eddie.
I'm a superhero now.
That's good. It's like armor almost.
It sort of looks like a baby when it's eating like this thing.
Yeah, a bib.
Okay, so now I have my 2 strips, or 2 sides of my handle, and that's bad camera angle. And then I'm just gonna tie them together to reconnect that one part where I cut it. So when you tie it together, it kind of takes away some of your straps. You might need to cut down a little bit more, but your shirts are all gonna be a little different anyways.
That's awesome, Eddie. Dougie and Eddie, are you brothers? Yeah, that's another good option. If you're tired of your brother, just flip their t-shirt bag and put them on them.
Oh gosh. So this is what it looks like with the 2 different options. So I have this side with the braid. It's kind of hard to see the braid because I almost tied it all together. But you can just make it longer.
This part I could put on my puppy, and then it could be a little bib for him.
Oh, that would be cute. Yeah. So that's the braided strap, and then I just have the other one that's normal, just to show you the difference. But you can do whatever you want. You can still use it as your little bag.
Do you have any other questions? How's your bag going? Almost you finished?
Mine's finished.
You're finished?
Let's see it.
Yeah, everyone want to hold up their finished products? Oh, yeah, that looks great, Katie.
All right. Nice.
How's yours going, Grayson? Awesome.
Looks good.
Good,
Eddie made a
Dougie.
face mask.
Eddie has all sorts of things. That looks great. How's yours going, Miles?
Oh, sorta.
That's
All right,
okay.
you're on your
Nice.
way.
Yeah. And now you know how to do it, so you can finish the rest up on your own or make another for a friend. Yeah, Katie.
I'm gonna make one for my friend Olivia
That's a great idea.
because I haven't seen her in forever.
Mm-hmm. And then you can just drop it off in their mailbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can put Easter.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, you can make a ninja costume if you want.
I turned it into a bigger bib so even I can wear it.
Cute.
Good idea. Yeah, you could even tie up all of your scraps together, make a ball, and then if you have a cat, they can play with it.
It's a little bit tight on the.
Yeah, it's making you look like a pineapple.
So
That looks great.
it's really stretchy.
Yeah, I love t-shirts because it makes really stretchy stuff. And if you ever want to learn how to knit, you can link up all of your t-shirt scraps together and make t-shirt yarn, which is really cool. It makes like a thick yarn that you can use for a bath mat or something durable.
So I have a bucket and I have a pond in my backyard and I'm going to tie it and try to make a fish trap.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Did you have a question, Miles?
Oh, I was gonna say about the t-shirt fabric or yarn. I'm pretty sure I've also seen like plastic bottle yarn before.
Yeah, I've also made yarn out of plastic bags, and they actually knit those together or crochet them together or weave them together, and then they give them to people who don't have a home, and they can use them as blankets or a mat to have somewhere safe to stay.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do with materials.
material.
Yeah.
I tied it to my pop socket on my phone and when I press down on it, it can just hang.
Oh, wow. Be
Careful
careful.
it doesn't fall off and break. Yeah.
Well, great. If we have any other questions you guys want to ask us now, or else you guys can have the rest of your Friday for fun. Eddie's excited about that.
Well, this is fun.
Oh, yeah.
We're glad you think so.
Well, Nicola and Natasha, thank you. What fun was that? How cool.
It was amazing.
Yay. And so Nicola and Natasha, you'll be back next Friday for something else.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Could be really good.
What will it be?
Well, thank you all for this. Thanks everyone for coming to attend. Looking forward to send us some pictures of who you gave the bags to. There are a lot of nice ideas about filling them up for Mother's Day and sharing them with people. That'd be super sweet. But Nicola and Natasha, we're very grateful to you. Thank you very much. And everybody have a great weekend. That is it. We did it.
Woohoo. All right. See you guys.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.